Is this thing on? Okay, I think it's on. Listen here, let me introduce myself again. My name is Sister Freeda. I belongs to the show, but they don't show me very often. And I tell you what, I'm getting a little tired of it, and I'm gonna confront them real soon. You hear what I tell you? Now look here. Listen up, I got a story to tell. Since they ain't had me on the show here, I've been going through the blue book. And in this book here, I learned of a young lady by the name of wait a minute, excuse me. Let me see some. I gotta take them off sometime to see. I'm sorry, that's JLo. And the gentleman name is Arab. Oh, I'm sorry. That'll be Arod. Now there was a story that they talked about when she was dating this young man, and this young man decided that they were going to break up. I guess he didn't want her no more because maybe she done been around the block a little couple of times. I don't know what it was, but now he said he don't want her no more, and he bought her a ring, a nice ring, and it was brought up on the show. Should she give the ring back? Well, I got a word. I want y'all to listen up. I got a story to tell. Now, I'm Sister Freeda. And my husband name is Cleophas. That's Cleophas. Don't say it wrong, okay? Cleophas is my husband's name. Now, we're back in the day. Now, I can't tell y'all how we met. That's a whole other story for a whole other time. But me and Cleophas, back in the day, something happened between us. Now, listen up. I got a story to tell. Now, Cleophas is a good husband. Good husband. He's a simple man. He don't need much. He's a simple man. Now, when I met him, he told me I can get me a little part-time job. He would take care of the bills. I would buy the food and I could just shop and do what I wanted to do. That's how good of a man he is. Now, I was working and I myself decided to work at the Goodwill. The Goodwill is a good place to work. Good place to work. You get all your fashionable clothes there. Listen, you take it home, you wash it up, and you wear your stuff. Ain't nobody gonna know. They got name brand stuff in the Goodwill. You better go to the Goodwill. So I worked at the Goodwill. All right. And I was good at my job working there for over 40 years. Goodwill been good to me. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. I met a man there. I've known him all my life, but when you're young, you don't pay folk no attention. You get older, they start seeing you, you start seeing them. So I met a man by the name of John. For the purpose of this, we're going to call him Mr. Long John Silver. You catch me? His name is John, but we're going to call him Mr. Long John Silver. Now, Mr. Long John Silver, he would come up in there in a good way and he would talk to me. He was saying little sweet nothings in my ear. Now, he knew about Cleophas. He knew I was a married woman. He knew it. But let me tell you about Mr. Long John Silver. Now, he was tall. Yes, he was. He was tall. But let me tell you something about Mr. Long John Silver. Mr. Long John Silver had a face that looked like Mr. Michael Ealy. Now, Rufus is nice looking, but Rufus is no Michael. And one day I got weak. I got weak, y'all. One day I got weak, and I let Mr. Long John take me in the back of that good here van. And me and Mr. Long John, we had us a time in that van. I ain't proud of myself about it. I ain't proud. But that's what I did. And after Mr. Long John took me in that van and had a piece of me, honey, he told me, you need to leave Cleophas. Cleophas ain't what you need. You need to be with me. And I tried and I thought about that thing and I thought about the thing and I said, well, if I leave Cleophas, then who gonna cook for Cleophas? Because Cleophas like his chicken. And he likes it made with Lord. That's right. I still cook with Lord. Me and Cleophas, we enjoy our chicken in a nice skillet pan with Lord. Now, I decided I had to leave, y'all. I'm sorry. I left my good husband Cleophas and I went with John. And by, as they say in the church, I found out that John was Mr. Long John Silver to just about everybody. And he was playing me for a fool. Now I couldn't go back to Cleophas because I done set up in and left that man. So I had to go back over there to my mama. Now my mama got everybody in the house. She got our cousins, she got her sisters, and she got everybody in there. And I didn't want to be there because I was 5 when I was with Cleophas. I done messed up. So I'm staying there with my mama. Now my mama, she want my money. I can't spend my goodwill money where I was. No, I gotta give my mama money now. My world is messed up. And I'm ashamed of it. Now listen here. This is where it get interesting. So I said, well, me and Clovis is done. Ain't nothing I can do about that no more. And I started going to church. I wear my red hat because I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. I started going back to church and telling Lord, Lord, I need you to help me because I got to get out of my mama's house. That's what I told him. I'm sitting in church one Sunday morning. My girlfriend, her name Nisi. Nisi sitting behind me. Here comes my husband, Cleophas, walking in the church house with Lola Mae. Now my girl tapped me in the back. She said, hey, you left him. Don't start nothing in this church. I said, I ain't gonna start nothing in this church. You right. I left him. I ain't gonna start nothing. It's okay. Now let me tell you about me. Let me tell you about me. Uh and back then, I'm a looker now. But I tell you what, I'm thicker than a snicker. I ain't one of these little girls. No, 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 no. I'm thicker than a snicker now. But I always been about my business. I always dress myself up. You ain't gonna find me looking any kind of way in these streets because I works in the Goodwill. Now let me tell you about Lola Mae. Lola Mae, I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all no lie. Back then, Lola Mae, she was shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle. Baby, Lola Mae had it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Lola Mae had it like that. But I'm gonna tell you this. When you go look at her in her face, she looked like Rasputia. Lola Mae wasn't no looker. Coming up in there with my man, with my husband. It's okay. I told Niecy, I ain't gonna make no fuss about it. Gonna make no fuss about it. He walks in with Lola Mae and takes Lola Mae and set her in her seat. And as Lola Mae sat there, she sat down and she did this here. And I saw something sparkle on Lola Mae's necklace. I said, that's sparkling. What she got sparkling on that necklace? My girlfriend, she saw me. She tapped me again. Hey, you left him. Don't show out in this church house. I said, I ain't gonna show out. Okay, so, he leaves from over there. He comes around. He sits over here with the deacons. I ain't made no fuss about nothing. So, church about over. It's time for us to, you get in line, you go pay your little offering. So here come Lola Mae. Lola Mae gets in line. She goes up there looking like Rasputia in the face. And as she turns back, I look at her, and what's on that necklace lies my wedding ring. Now I said, no, wait a minute now. Now let me tell y'all something. When I left Cleophas, there's a private compartment in my dresser. I left the ring in that private compartment. Now, for Lola Mae to get it, she done been in my, oh, I almost cussed. Thank you, Lord. She done been going through my stuff in my house. So I got up. I went over there to Cleophas. I said, Cleophas, Lola Mae got my ring on that necklace. He said, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that. She found that ring. I told her it wasn't a good idea. She put that ring on. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I said, well, I'm glad you ain't got nothing to do with it. And I walked away. And my girlfriend, she hit me again. She said, I told you we ain't gonna show it in this church house. I said, no, we gonna show it in the church house. We gonna show it in the church house. It's okay. It's okay. She got my ring on. It's okay. I said, but she got my ring on the end of her necklace. So I waited till the church was over. Let me tell y'all something. Back in the day, see, when y'all run now, y'all run off these blocks when y'all run track. Y'all run off of these blocks. But see, back in the day, we would rock ourselves. And I'm thicker than a snicker, so I got the rocking. Yes, I did. And Lola May, she was down the street, a little piece, and she was talking to her friend, and there was a little gap in between them. And I knew I could fit between that gap. Come on, Jesus. Come on, I'm going to need you to deliver me. Baby, I got the rocking, and I got the rocking, and all of a sudden I took off down the street. And as I passed Lola May, I yanked that necklace off her doggone necklace, and I took my ring. Lola May, baby, you better try Jesus. Don't try me, because I ain't here to play with you. I took my ring back. So I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't y'all give back nobody's ring. Huh? You done gave up enough coochie to keep that ring and go pawn it. Don't you give back not a nothing. I don't care what it is. You keep it. Because y'all don't play with the wrong one. You don't play with the wrong one. I ain't for play. I don't play with people. I don't play with people children, and I don't play with grown folk. Now y'all, Sister Freeda will fight you. Hmm? Hmm? I'll fight you and pray for you later. I pray for you before I go to bed. After I fight you. I will fight you. So Lola May, I still see her around today with her brown stockings and her white shoes. Huh? Her brown coffee. She wear coffee stockings and white shoes. She can't even fit heels no more. She ain't got no fashions. So that's my story I had to tell. Yeah, you can drop and say whatever you want to in the comments. I ain't scared. Don't be scared. Let's talk about it. That's the show. And they keep trying to put me off the show, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna confront them. I see how the Lord have to work with Sister Freeda. They keep trying me here. Now I got the book. What I knows everything. Huh? All right. Don't y'all get that back? Y'all done gave up enough coochie. Don't you get nothing? He gonna give you a coochie back? All right. Y'all be good. Keep it classy. And go to the Goodwill.